Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the last booking session before Hell in a Cell. We're going to have some superstars have to get down on the nitty-gritty. I got Cheek here.
You got Cheek here.
And Canada's going to majestically whisper in your ears as he books his next show, I'm sure.
Here comes the booking.
Ooh.
I know.
Hunter also wanting a tornado tag, which is one of your season challenges. Oh, son of a bitch. You better not do it.
That's pretty good. I don't know who I'm going to have. That just throws a whole wrench into my plan. Damn it.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. This just ain't right.
Damn it. First things first, I'm going to book my promos here. We got to roll. Wait. Yeah, role change, not class change. Boom. Boom.
Oh, no.
And there's my promos. I knew I wanted to do this. We need to swap these two, and it's part of my season challenges right here.
Yeah.
Change the role. So we're going to be swapping roles all over the place in the next couple of weeks coming up here. And yeah, now it is time to decide what I'm going to do. Oh, man. Oh, that sucks. No, we don't need a casket matches are usually like legendary anyways. You want the
protection.
Yeah. Not today, Satan. All right. So our main event, I think this week, where is Jade? There she is. Okay. Yes. We're going to rock. Alexa Bliss has to put her title on the line tonight. The only week she's not going to cut an advertising promo. Next week she has to, or she loses her title. And this is just for Jade, that if Jade wins this matchup, she is going to be facing Trish in China at Hell in a Cell. But then again, Alexa Bliss has been on fire. If she can retain her title, of course, it'll be a triple threat with the same ladies. So, I like that. Okay, this is where things are going to get dicey. I like that. I don't like you. Okay, oh shit, no, we need to do the tag, but Veer's gonna get hurt.
If that happens at the Rumble, I'll probably piss myself in fear.
I know. I'm not gonna put the tag titles on the line. We are gonna make a tornado tag. Ooh, Sanga's specialty. Although they are more prone to get hurt, I don't have an injury rehab. I could buy one, but I'm just gonna let it go unless I put the Black Widows in a tag. But I think Ivy Nile and Isla, they're feeling pretty hurt too. Yeah, Isla. Oh man, this stinks. I think I need to protect Veer a little more here, so I am gonna go Black Widows again versus 2 Chainz, but it's not for the tag titles. They just had their shot last week. It was a tornado tag last week between these two too, so I guess good rematch. Okay. I'm feeling a rematch. Sanga, he's gonna need. They're in a feud. Okay, great. Sanga's gonna need to prove himself a little more than just Pat McAfee. We're gonna put him in a match against Bubba Ray, and I think, ooh, yeah. I could just do Macho Man and Logan Paul, run that back. But every time Macho Man's been in a match, he's had the IC title on the line every time. Madness has been reigning supreme on SmackDown, and I can't do it to CM Punk. Do I just run that match back to kind of having a rematch of last week? And I think instead of signing somebody this week, I know it's tough. They got the stamina because next week I just don't want Macho Man to lose it.
Signing, can you hover over Kurt Angle real fast for me?
Yeah.
Great signing from last show. Thank you. That's all I needed.
There you go. Great signing.
Can you hover over him in your manage roster screen real quick?
Of course. There he is.
And then can you click on him? Can you click X real quick?
Yeah, and then hit X again. And... yeah, sure. Yeah, totally. Do I want to sign somebody? The answer
is always yes. It's just whether
I
we
know
can
it
or
is.
not.
Spin
I'm gonna
the
take a
wheel.
look. Let's take a look at a legend, see who's on the board.
Ooh.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, oh, that's such
Great.
a good draw.
That is a pretty good draw.
Wow.
I like Lita bolster that ladies division, but doesn't really come at a good time. The Great Muda.
Great Muta.
Muda, new, most recent DLC.
I know,
Hasn't
this is
been in a
tough. I
game.
kinda like Hurricane.
Hurricane Sweet.
But then
was
again,
cool.
I think I have to go Hurricane because really the only person who doesn't have a feud right now is Logan Paul. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the Hurricane.
4 out of 5 on the mic.
He's pretty decent on the mic.
What's
This
up
is
with
week 8, so 8.
What the hell is Great
9,
Muta on the mic?
5,
Damn.
What the fuck? Okay, check Vader.
4.
Lita's 4. I
4.
think. Yeah, exactly.
Damn, 5 is pretty tight.
Why are these
Right.
guys so good on the mic?
That's what makes them legends.
That's what makes them legends. Okay, 8 weeks will get me till the pay-per-view after Hell in a Cell. Might as well. Okay. That way, tonight we can just go Logan Paul versus the Hurricane. And because that nothing really matches up great here except for the main event. So kind of tough, but I think with their popularity and the ring experience is going to do better than both of our mid cards. So going to keep that rocking. Let me take a look at everything else here. Coliseum, I now can't afford that. Maybe next week, maybe not. I think I'm happy with everything for now. Sangha on his behalf in 3 weeks. It's not going to be tonight because I don't want to piss off Bubba. We got our tornado tag. And let me just take a look at the curve one last time. I think, oops, that's not the curve. That's the curve. I think I'm good.
Good. All right, go. Just start it off with Bailey. Oh God, 117,000 for Bebe.
That's crazy.
She's built like
It
that.
is. It is cray. She's the champ too. She just won. Or no, she was DQ'd.
Oh yeah, this is what we had to wait till this recording to find out, and it is official that the match ended by disqualification. So that would mean Bailey won, so Quinn B got DQ'd. Because title can
Interesting.
change hands on disqualification, or Bailey won by count out. One of the two, whichever fits your lore better.
We're gonna say the DQ. Countouts bland. Okay, I guess we're gonna talk figures. We got a low baller. Just go. How about 81K? She'll
Ball's
take it.
low.
There it is. Boom. The balls do hang low. All right, go and do Uncle Howdy. Ooh.
We love an appreciative king.
Dude, look at that, dude. Uncle Howdy just giving me a pat on the back. That's good. I needed that today. Cool. And Rhea Ripley, oh, buddy.
Wants a match.
Put me in a match with Clubberella. Trust me on this. Oh, God. Within the next 3 weeks. Yes, let's do it. There's no reason to disgruntle any superstars.
She knew you'd agree.
I know. I'm just a little slut. All right.
Your goal.
Ooh, yep.
Not
We're
the
doing.
most popular giant to the moon.
Oh,
Who
hell
is?
yeah.
Who's the most popular gigante?
It is going.
Oh, it would have been Triton if you still had him. Oh, you do.
I do still have him.
It
It
is
is Triton.
Oh, we're not
Yeah,
going to
dude.
be able to do that card. We need Triton
Yeah.
on the show.
Hell yeah, dude.
We literally do not need Triton on the show.
Well, you do. Oh,
Promises.
do not. Sorry, I thought I said do.
You need to give Stone Cold a world title match this week.
Ooh, saucy. All right. Well, let's get to booking. Okay. So. Oh gosh. Do Rhea Ripley get her match with Clubberella? I'm just trying to look and see where I'm at rivalry-wise and stamina-wise. Then we're gonna have... What's, Damn, Cody Rhodes is gonna die too. What the heck?
At least he lived.
I mean, that's debatable. Man, I'm just gonna have a hard time filling out this show. We're gonna need Stardust to get involved because he has good stam. And dang it, we can't have Triton's big ass. What's Muhammad Ali's stamina? 45?
Anything above 40, they're okay for this week. Below
I know,
40 is where you start to... But then obviously they're going to below 40 next week.
Yes. For the sake of the show, I guess let's do Stardust and...
You could have them fight somebody.
Yeah,
Like,
I haven't fight
feud.
Uncle Howdy again.
Yeah. The only ones that can possibly reset would be one like this, since Howdy's in a level 1. It could replace it, but like if someone's in like a level 4 and they fight somebody they're not feuding with, it's not going to replace it once it's that far in.
Okay. And then I'm trying to think. I just want to do... I guess Taker and Cena, we could do that.
It's stale. Do you want to let it rest? That way you can do it at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think it'd be wise. Take it off. All right. We're gonna make this work.
Like, they could be like you could have Cena fight somebody else, Taker fight somebody else, and that feud's gonna
have Bailey, and don't have her fight Queen Bee. Have her do have her fight Zoe Stark. And then one more match. I guess we're gonna do Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey. And then I wanna check. So for the tag team, like feuds, do both of the contestants have to be face heel, or can it be mixed at all?
It's gonna be the best if it's face heel, but if you have like a little mixture in there, it's not as bad as doing like just heel versus heel.
Okay, so for the ladies feud right there, is Lynch and Stark, are they both face?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So Becky is face, Zoe's face.
Okay, and then
Ripley,
Rousey. Okay,
Rousey
cool.
reveals, so you're good
All
there.
right. Sweet. God, what an awful freaking show. Let's do... Who's the most popular out of these? Out of those people?
So pop-wise,
All right,
these two bottom
keep.
matches.
All right, yeah. Throw Bailey in the opener. All right. I think that's gonna be that's gonna be my card. We're gonna limp through this together. As far as the booking slots, let's do. Have Malone call out Cody Rhodes. We gotta have Ollie call out Dusty Rhodes. And then we gotta get whoever's better on the mic between Stone Cold and Batista. Alright, have Stone Cold call out Batista. Sweet. Okay. If you just want to check show logistics quickly, I'm gonna hold off. Go to power cards.
Backstage brawl, last man standing boosts are those, and then injury rehab.
Buy me that injury rehab. I'm just gonna grab that now.
Yeah, couple get schools. I know a guy whenever you sign next.
I think we're gonna be good there. And then, so if you go back to home real quick, I got the challenge, and then for my journal entries at the top there, I have all the promises.
You still need to do this.
Oh shit!
World title.
Boy. And that means he would be fighting. Is it Ali?
Muhammad Ali, but you could put other people in the match. But yeah, Ali.
Okay, let's. All right, we got to do it. Take that promo off, and then take out. Take out. I think. Take out Ronda Rousey match because she's like the lowest stamina. So do a triple threat with Stone Cold, and then get Muhammad Ali and Dusty Rhodes in there, and then put that on, and then that'll be the main, and then the curve can stay the same. And then let's get those booked real quick. So have Batista just call out Austin. And then for the last one, I guess we're just gonna have to have Cody Rhodes call out Posty. Cool. And then go ahead and throw that pre-match physio on Steve.
Steve.
Good God.
Good God Almighty.
Good God. You know, you might have noticed that I'm in shambles with stamina, and it's like I don't have enough talent.
If only you had a Tyler Breeze card to give you.
Maybe we should go to Talent Scouts.
Interesting. And get Alex Steve's way.
Let's do this. Let's go. Give me to the level 15s.
Oh, here we go.
I need an icon. I need a man. I need a man.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
And make him. We need a happy guy. Give him face. Hey yo.
I'll give him
All right.
face.
Go ahead.
Else no.
Go ahead. Do we need anything else? I think we're good to search, right? Let's do it.
Up to you. I was gonna say you have one more point. Searching it.
Yeah.
Bang.
Ooh.
AJ Styles, who shockingly I don't think anybody's had. Seth freaking Rollins. Sheamus, Dosbot, the Bro, and main event Jey Uso.
Okay. Not a lot's really speaking to me. I got one scout point left.
Yeah, you'd have to use
Book
I
a
know
jobber.
guy or go down to like the lower end.
Go down to what's the jobbers?
So you would just remove
Remove the gender and then the
filters.
role. Yeah.
Send it.
All right. Yep. Send it. Let's see what's there.
I mean, you could get PMS together in the tag division.
Oh my gosh.
You'd need to turn one of them at some point, but
You can get Ty Smith.
Oh god.
or I assume this comes out after first Victoria, so you can sign Psycho Sally, who is my trainee in the
Ooh.
women's My Rise.
A little saucy. But unfortunately, we don't really have a dire need of more depth in the women's division.
True.
But I also do not really like those icons too much. None of them really speak to me. And honestly, the same with these scrubs. No, Boston Connor and Ty Schmidt suck ass.
Dang, no PMS on WCW.
I'd rather sign LC Traz's.
I mean, we can do it.
You know, we can, but not this week. Not this week. I'm gonna hard pass. People are probably gonna be gawking in the comments about how I wasted the money and all that. But you know what?
Money. You got the money.
Here comes the money. Go to my roster really quick. I just want to look at my faces and heels situations. So, let me see. Whoa.
That was just me getting at the face heel sorts.
Okay, so Dusty's facey, but so is Muhammad Ali. And they're both in a match this week. So maybe next week I'm probably gonna try to flip one of those heel. And then Post Malone, Cody Rhodes is good. Undertaker is good with Cena, and then Batista and Stone Cold is proper.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're really good everywhere. I just need to get Dusty Rhodes and
on
Muhammad
the lower
Ali.
Feuds, Triton, Howdy, Baylor
Okay.
are same,
Okay.
but
Okay. Well, the good news is, spoiler alert, that won't impact this pay-per-view coming up. So I have a little bit more time for that. But yeah, the Ali one is really the only dire one. So, all right, I think we're good. The show is booked. I think we can go ahead and send it in, Vern.
bam.
The show costs $9,000.
All right, double the price power cards because I got sold out, limited stocked. And the game says, due to high demand, power cards are more expensive. I told you, Ted. Terry and I really hit it off. Even though Terry was not in half the match because he went the wrong way trying to get to the ring. But man, kind of appreciates us pairing him up. Crowd still loved us even though we didn't get the win. Terry and I can definitely shake up the tag. It's time to shake things up a bit. Fans can't wait to see your next tag match. Thanks for staying on top of things. No problem. Oh, shit. Hey, yo. It's me, Razor Ramon. And I'm clearly the best superstar at ECW. And I imagine the crowd might be getting bored of seeing me win so easily every single week. So I need a bigger test against both Cactus Jack the Jackman and Eddie Mang this week. And I don't mean in a tag match, I want a triple threat or a fatal four-way. Fine with me. He's already feuding with Cactus. That's the only fear I have. It could make us stale, but I could just not book them in anything next week, and they should be fine because I think I got them to level 4. Eddie does not have a singles feud, so we'll make something work there. All other promises, we are golden. Most popular female face and heel for limited stock. If it happens, it happens, but not overly worried. So we have the role change as well, but we have 1 of 10. Call out promo, we're doing well. We've done 6 out of 7 weeks so far. TLC, we're not chasing it. Title matches, we talked about it in the last episode. I'm getting credit for every title match, not just the weeks. Commissioner goals, we're 7 for 7 so far. Falls Count Anywhere, we've been sprinkling those in, so we're looking good on the challenge front. My logistics side of things could get, what is, oh, No Holds Barred. I was like, what match type do I not have? So No Holds Barred is there. We do not quite have the money for that stuff yet. That's where I'm debating. Mentioned it last episode. Might sprinkle my $1 million man in soon. There's a boost for False Count Anywhere, but it is double this week. I'm glad I did not just snap by that without thinking. Okay, so I think we're going to hold power cards here. I have one thing I want to put on the card right away because I don't want to forget to do this. And that is changing class on Stacks. So we got him to level 15. He's got the ability to be a turn into a fighter, which matches with Brooks Jensen. So I know I want to do that. Then let's toss a triple threat for now. So Razor wants Cactus and Eddie. We're Where's Eddie? There's Eddie. Double check, because we have a few Foleys on this show. Make sure I'm looking at it right. Yep, I am. Okay, then stamina-wise, Shinsuke and Terry's already level 4. They're good. Dom is tuckered out, so I don't think I want to do anything there. Brooks is below 40. Oh, most popular. Let's see if our women's division can make it work. So we've got Katana Chance and Sally, or no, right in front of me. Katana Chance, Piper Niven
Piper
would be
Never.
the battle of the most popular. Piper Never
Ever.
gonna get booked this week because I don't think I would want to risk Katana Chance. So I think we're gonna not do the commissioner goal this week.
Gasp.
I know. I know I need her next week, so I got to be careful. I could do physio, but I don't know if I would really want to use. I can afford to skip one of those. I'm just gonna send it right back. Exact same card. Of course, the sold out card, known famous. Okay. Kind of tied up on how I want to approach, because I don't want Dude Love to replace the feud, and Dom needs the week off. So I think we have Dude call out Dom. That also takes care of a call out promo for me. And then women's division, we're not going to get that card, but I think we can still go Piper and carry Rush again. Sandman is still hurting. Jinder is still hurting, but I really want to get those guys to level 4. They're very close, so I think we're going to give whichever one of them has a better promo is going to call it the other. It's 3-3, so we'll have Jinder do the call because Sandman needs a little bit more rest. Then that leaves us pretty deadly, sitting pretty good on stamina. Ray is fine, so we're going to do a triple threat, quote unquote. Then we're going to go with Caden Carter, Sally Steamroller. They got their feud. And although they got the popularity advantage, I think if I give this a stip, it can do just as good as that, if not better. So their staminas are fine, so they're going to get the Falls Count Anywhere match. Their staminas will not be fine next week. And then classic tables match here. That takes care of Razor's Promise, Eddie, Cactus Jacker on the card, but next week I will probably need to not book anything with Razor and Cactus, otherwise that's stale for the pay-per-view. And then who is unused at that point? So Terry Funk, Mankind, Dakota Kai would be good to get on the card. Let's put her in this match just for the hell of it. She's had 2 weeks off. She needs to get back out there. Also, I'm noticing I don't think she thanked me for giving her time off.
Wow. That's rude.
But I wonder
That's
if,
actually rude.
right? I did lowball her because I was thinking like I'd lowball the contract and then I would fulfill the promise the next week, so she would like be happy and it'd cancel out. So I wonder if me lowballing made her not say thank you, which is crazy. Now, I have a big decision to make here because in the last episode we learned a little something.
What did we learn?
We learned, well, we didn't learn it fully last episode, but we saw that Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner appeared in a search.
That he did.
Now, in that last episode, I was kind of confused because if you've been watching the series at the end of season 2, I signed the Steiner Brothers version, the 90s version of Scott Steiner at the end of season 2. And I got confused because I was like, did I change his like default to be Big Papa Pump and I just didn't remember it, or did the My Faction card get in? But I hadn't unlocked the My Faction card, and a little, you know, if you don't play MyGM yourself or you haven't done it, once you start a GM mode save, your roster is locked in. The only way it can change is if things are added to the game, their default setting is what's available to your pre-existing save. So it meant that I either edited Scott Steiner and forgot, or when they inserted the like early 2000s version of Scott Steiner, they made that default eligible for MyGM. I did a little look, and he is default eligible for MyGM, and I shouldn't be spending money because it costs 50,000 to search. It's going to cost probably 100 to 150,000 to get him the contract going a little bit, and I need other stuff to do. But I have a millionaire card that I can use at the pay-per-view if I get myself too thin after next week. It's not specialist, it is bruiser. I would have fucking cried. I would have cried.
I would have laughed.
That would have hurt.
Imagine.
So that was why, well, Kanda knew what I was doing because I got excited right before we started recording. That was why I had him hover back over Kurt Angle. It was like my triple check because...
And then you almost screwed up your triple
And
check.
then, I almost still messed it up. So it's technically not guaranteed. And I'm nervous, but we're going to send it and pray.
Here we go.
Please. Yes!
Listen, I got freaks 9 days out of the week. I can give him.
I was only 7 days in a week.
Man, you ain't Big Pop. I'm the big bad booty daddy. It's nonstop. Now listen, English.
Right to the pay-per-view.
And then I've got the contract negotiation.
Ooh. That's awesome.
So we're going to...
Canada, do you still have that card where you can force a trade?
Nope.
No. I used it to get Ken Shamrock back for free.
He used it for one of my other diehard loves.
Yeah.
And then we are going to debut Scott Steiner in this contest here. There's no reason for him to be on the sidelines. Now it is 3 faces, 1 heel. I don't technically know if that makes it worse than, 2 faces, 2 heels. I don't know, but
Oh.
we're
2
gonna
faces, 1 heels better for triple threat. We learned last week.
So 3 faces, 1 heel's got to be great.
Yeah,
So there is a possibility Eddie and Steiner start a feud, and if they do, then I can, I can find ways to make that work. I do want to check. Eddie changes between cruiser and specialist, and then Steiner, I signed him so quick you might not have even seen. He changes between bruiser and fighter. Popularity boost, casket match, special guest, ref are his specialties. And if he gets injured, the injury is reduced by 2 weeks. And that's pretty damn cool. All right, so...
Papa Pump.
So oh, I'm so fired up. Scott
yeah.
Steiner's in my top 10, always. Some days he's in the top 5. Like, oh my God, he's so good. Kids don't know.
You need a tissue over there to clean up?
I've got some, thankfully. So I'll just let you guys talk about your shows. If I'm muted, it's nothing bad, I swear to God.
All right.
And here
He
go.
was waiting for me to climax.
I was. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Here we go. Smackdown week
My load.
8. No, I'm not using the same tissue as you.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. We start off Logan Paul. He struts down to the ring, mic in hand, surrounded by the CodyVerse crowd, who are all holding Flowgert's packs, and one kid literally choking on microplastics. He has to be saved by the paramedics. But Logan Paul gets in the ring and he says, Logan Paul is here to save the CodyVerse. Who needs superheroes when you have a real-life legend killing superhero? Logan Paul isn't just fighting legends. He's setting example for all the kids in the CodyVerse, inspiring them with every victory going forward from here, because Logan Paul refuses to lose ever again. And you'll see that at Hell in a Cell. And that's why Logan Paul is launching his latest product, Legend Lollies. They're shaped like little trophies, so every kid in the CodyVerse can taste victory. The crowd kind of groans, and Logan says, except there's one problem. Legend lollies are so sticky, they will practically be glued to anything they touch. Kids, I see you struggling out there, but you know what? Struggle builds character, and character builds champions. You're welcome. But before Logan can say another word, the Hurricane's music hits, and the crowd erupts as the actual masked superhero makes his way to the ring. He says, Logan Paul, your reign of terror over the CodyVerse ends now. You may think you're a legend-killing superhero, but tonight you're facing a real superhero, because stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. Then the crowd goes wild as Hurricane lunges forward. A ref comes down to the ring, and this is now a match. A match has started, and the Hurricane, using his agility to take an early lead, hitting Logan with quick strikes, high-flying moves. Logan fighting back with his athleticism, grounding the Hurricane with a DDT, mocking the Hurricane superhero persona at every turn. Logan sets up for the Superman punch, and the Hurricane counters with a Shining Wizard. And the crowd explodes as the Hurricane climbs to the top rope for his finisher. I have to click on the game. And the Hurricane connects with the Eye of the Storm, pitting Logan for an upset victory. Post-match, Hurricane is tossing legend lollies into the crowd, saying, here, you guys take these, in a disappointing opening match. God damn.
Oh, no.
Here we go, baby. After a quick commercial break, and the commercial break included a commercial for Kevin Owens' Bodyguard app, so people can send him money for Ken Shamrock's contract. We saw last week it was very effective, garnering about $20,000 for us. And off screen, we see live tweets coming in, flying in, criticizing the champion for basically begging for money. We cut back to the ring as Kevin Owens standing in the middle of it. Crowd has a mix of cheers and boos for our champions. He says, you know, I've been hearing a lot of chatter about the Bodyguard app this week, eh? Let me set the record straight, buddy. I don't need your money, but I thought maybe, just maybe, you CodyVerse fans would want to feel like you're part of something great, eh? Instead, all I hear is you whining and bitching. The crowd's mix of cheers and boos kind of shift over to the boos, and they grow louder, but Owens continues on. Yeah, you don't have to like me. You don't have to respect me. But here's the truth, eh? You'll remember me. I've defended this title more times than anyone on this roster, and I've done it with a target on my back every single week. You ever hear of Bruno Sammartino? Hulk Hogan? Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Just know that I'm going to surpass them all, eh? I'm not just a champion. I'm a legend in the making, and that means sticking with Ken Shamrock and breaking records, then so be it. But Kevin Owens suddenly drops the friendly Canadian accent, and he says, you don't have to like it, but you better get used to it. Owens drops a mic, letting the boos rain down on him as he confidently exits the ring. Oh. Kevin Owens' heel change has been done. He is heel. But Veer, he's absent tonight, leaving Sangha to prove himself against Bubba Ray Dudley. Bubba, he's riding high from the Dudley Boys tag title defense. Looks to keep this momentum going, baby. And can he do it? Damn. He does. Bubba with the Bubba bomb. Bubba takes out Sangha, and Veer just kind of standing at the top of the entrance, shaking his head, disapproving Sanga's disappointing loss against somebody who's not named Pat McAfee. Ken Shamrock, he comes down to the ring, and he says, I've had enough of you people and your disrespect. You're cheering for Kurt Angle, the man who tapped out last week, but you boo me? Really? I made him scream like a baby, and you think I'm the villain here. The crowd jeers some more, and Shamrock smirks, shaking his head, and he says, fine. If you want a villain, I'll give you one. Kurt Angle, I'm going to do what I do best. Break your ankle and shatter your damn dreams. Keep all your gold medals, because the only thing that matters now is pain. And trust me, Kurt, I deliver it better than anyone else. And Shamrock tosses his mic to the mat and storms out of the ring. That's another heel turn. Things are getting dark on Smackdown. Speaking of dark, the Black Widows fresh off their successful title defense last week in another Tornado tag team match. And of course, Triple H said, that was so nice, I need to see it twice. So we're running it back this week. But unfortunately tonight, I think Xavier Woods is taking the titles off. We got to take the pressure off 2 Chainz here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the bell rings and chaos erupts. All 4 women brawl in the ring simultaneously. It's a Tornado tag team match. The Black Widows showcase their chemistry with brutal tag team moves, including a double suplex on Ivy. Isla takes control, delivering hard strikes to Lyra. And back in the ring, Ivy and Lyra hit the double drop kick on Isla, nearly securing a pinfall before JC drags the ref out of the ring to stop the count. JC and Isla regroup and set up their finisher on Lyra, but Ivy intercepts, delivering a thunderous spine buster to Jace. The crowd is electric as both teams trade momentum in the center of the ring. Lyra attempts a top rope moonsault, but Isla rolls out of the way, leaving all 4 women down on the mat as the crowd chants, "This is awesome. This is awesome." And the Black Widows, they recover first, isolating Ivy, hitting their devastating Black Widow kiss finisher, leaving Lyra all by herself. Isla delivers a brutal running knee while JC sets up a table in the corner. Together, they powerbomb Lyra in the middle of the ring and secure a dominant victory, baby. They just don't stop. I need to check their record after this.
Can't stop, won't stop.
But Kurt Angle, he appears on the Titantron sitting in a chair with his ankle elevated. He says, "Ken Shamrock, I've had enough of you running your damn mouth like you're the savior of SmackDown. Let's get one thing clear. That tap out last week, it was strategic. I wasn't going to risk my ankle in a meaningless match. You want to know the truth? I didn't pop a perk angle. I accidentally popped a daytime Tylenol. And I rolled my ankle getting out of the car, and to make it worse, I twisted it again when I tripped over my gym bag in the locker room. By the time I got to the ring, my ankle was swollen like a damn balloon. I wasn't about to risk a career-ending injury in a match that doesn't mean anything to me. So tell me, Ken, what's so dangerous about being nothing more than a tool for Kevin Owens? You've been in the CodyVerse for what, 7 weeks now? And the only thing you've proven is that you're Kevin's insurance policy, not his equal. Let's talk about the real Ken Shamrock for just a second. The guy who couldn't cut it in ECW. The guy who spent more time whining about being overlooked than actually earning anything. The crowd reacts with a mix of laughs and gasps as Angle continues on. And now you're hiding behind Kevin Owens' paycheck thinking it makes you relevant, but here's the truth, Ken. Kevin doesn't respect you. He's using you. The moment you're not useful anymore, he's gonna toss you aside like everyone else does. And at Hell in the Cell, when I beat your ass, maybe you'll finally accept the truth. You're not dangerous. You're desperate. And he tosses his mic down to the floor. And the crowd chants in union, "It's true. It's damn true." And his music hits, and the Titantron fades out. And in the main event, Xavier Woods, me, the GM, I decided to give Jade Cargill a one-on-one title match tonight because she lost her chance at Hell in the Cell. It's going to be the title holder versus Trish and Chyna. But who will that title holder be? It's going to be Alexa Bliss because she just doesn't lose either. And that amazing match, we get that up to level 2, and that ends week 8 on SmackDown.
Yo, we kick it off at WC Dub. Bailey, who just finally got into her mood and demanded a new contract, but in typical WCW fashion, we lowballed her. And so now she's not too happy. But Zoe Stark, she's kind of happy. So we're going to let her kick things off in this opener. And let's see who comes out. Oh, wow.
Bailey.
Okay. Sometimes you perform better with a little chip on your shoulder. But Bailey?
I know I do.
Yeah, I mean, I like to eat chips. I don't really have them on my shoulders. And then Posty Boy. So this rivalry goes back a little ways. You know, they met previously at pay-per-views, and Cody Rhodes, he's a very fine, distinguished gentleman, very proper in wrestling circles, and he takes offense to Post Malone thinking he can come in and just, you know, make a mockery of his profession, and Post Malone, apparently tonight he was caught at one of his concerts wearing mock Cody Rhodes, that little get-up he has on right there, whatever you want to call it. But he was wearing that around one of his concerts, making fun of Cody Rhodes. I mean, and on the back of it apparently said Nightmare Family on it. Ooh, so Cody Rhodes takes offense, and that clip goes viral. And so that's how we get here. The feud progresses to level 4. Cody Rhodes is not happy. You think that's funny? You make fun of my family. You make fun of everything we are. So that is to be settled in a few weeks at Hell in a Cell. And then Stardust and Uncle Howdy, a little throwaway match here. Uncle Howdy just praised me, though, at the beginning of this episode. So hopefully he's still happy with me.
yeah.
I'm happy.
All right. And just like Uncle Howdy is at times, a mediocre match.
Damn.
And then Batista calls out Stone Cold and the rivalry grows. I love it because if you remember last episode, Austin calls out Batista saying he's tired of the Hollywood pretender acting tough. Batista responds, claiming Austin is just trying to relive his glory days. He says, "You're a relic, Steve. I'm the present. I'm going to prove it at Hell in a Cell." Austin accepts and promises to open up a can of whoop ass and leave Batista begging for mercy. And then, moving on, Cleverella getting some shine. She hasn't... She's been a little bit neglected ever since her last pay-per-view push, but she does get a little run here with Rhea Ripley, who has a ton of stamina, so we need to fill out this card. And here we go. And Rhea Ripley just dominates, sends Cleverella back to the Stone Age. And there we go, right on cue. So this rivalry already grew, so the double call-out kind of fell short there, but I just wanted to cover my own ass and make sure I had all my bases covered. Cody Rhodes says, "Post Malone, put a shirt on. I'm tired of seeing those big nipples."
Bam.
Oh, fuck. That hurts.
And why does it hurt? All right, and then the main event is a title match. I did not want to schedule Stone Cold this week, but we used pre-match physio on him. We're trying to limp into Hell in a Cell with him. But, we keep our stars happy on WCW, the ones I like at least. And so he's going to get a title shot. Muhammad Ali putting it on the line against his rival Dusty Rhodes. Hopefully that rivalry grows to level 3. Cody, spin the wheel.
Make a deal.
Wow. Okay. So this is good all the way around. Muhammad Ali keeps the belt. Austin got his shot, so that challenge is checked off. And the rivalry grows to level 4, which was the most important thing. It would have been kind of cool to have a Stone Cold and Batista championship match at Hell in a Cell, but what's even cooler is two legends like Ali and Dusty Rhodes fighting for the belt in a couple weeks. All right, cool. Good show.
Bang. And now it's time for a bad show, because we're heading over to AI Raw. Tommaso Ciampa and R-Truth taking on Karrion Kross, and he's not with his normal tag team partner because Honky Tonk Man is injured. So he recruits MVP, and MVP's like, dude,
is one of these guys LA Knight?
Yeah, like, is anyone on the Star Team LA Knight? Like, what's going on? And Karrion Kross grabs MVP on the apron and says, "Visualize and attack." And MVP's like, "What do you mean?" Karrion Kross is like, just pretend that the wrestlers on the other side are LA Knight. And MVP goes, "Pretend?"
"I want you to pretend that Casey is insulting you."
Pretend?
And then it motivates him. And he hears the words of LA Knight, and he looks, and their faces morph into LA Knight, and he hears L.A. Knight, yeah. And MVP just goes crazy, tears him down, hits the playmaker, gets the win for his team. Blair Davenport comes to the ring and says, "I know there ain't no damn way I can have a promo as bad as I had last time." And someone went, "Hell yeah!" And that is her newest fan, Sassy Molassie. looking to take over here on AI Raw, but
No.
not going to be able to get it done against Charlotte Flair in a 2-star defeat. Luke Gallows comes out to the ring and says, MVP, I want you to come out here. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not LA Knight. And the camera cuts MVP, and MVP's like, I'm in a feud with LA Knight. I'm not going to go out there. And so nothing happens. Then we got J&J Security, Josh Briggs, and Julius Creed of the Creed Brothers taking on Finn Balor and Angel Garza. This tag feud's been going on a bit. J&J Security get the victory in a 3-star contest. And I thought the button on Briggs' shirt was a little spittle on my monitor, so I just wiped nothing. Thrasher comes out to the ring. Excellent promo after getting signed. And another excellent promo here from Thrasher. He's going to get 67.50 on the fan count. He might be a headbanging cheat code. He's too good. He's too good. And in the main event, Asuka and Natalya, they've had the rivalry. This is non-title here on the women's side of things. Natalya getting a win, potentially positioning herself for a future women's title match. 3.5 stars in the Raw main event. And then we head over to ECW. And as normal, Ted DiBiase wants to address the Extreme audience. However, before he can get a word in, Katana Chance comes storming in the door. And she's going off. She's like, why am I not on the card? Dakota Kai, gone for 2 weeks. She's finally back. You're not letting me fight her. And she goes to just scream at Ted, and Ted cuts her off and is like, can you please for just 5 seconds, just trust what I'm doing. Trust the vision. And then Terry Funk walks in and goes, I was trying to get to Chili's, but I took a wrong turn and I'm here forever. And Ted's losing his mind. And Terry asks for matches. Ted's like, no, you're hurting. You're in pain. You need rest. We need you at the pay-per-view against Shinsuke Nakamura. And then after he says Shinsuke Nakamura, Shinsuke's head, he like pops around the door and he says, come on, I'm not in a match tonight. And Ted is like, I need this roster to stop complaining. I need this roster to get it together. He storms out of his office, and all of a sudden, Brooks Jensen is in. It's not a traditional cast. It looks like Brooks Jensen went to the damn dollar store and just decided to do some arts and crafts, try to build him a cast to deal with his arm injury. He's like, hey, yo, Ted, I can compete tonight if you want to put me in a match. And Ted's like, no, you need to be ready for the pay-per-view. And he storms off. He is furious. You can hear him mumbling to himself that he needs to figure out something to do to handle this roster. And as an interviewer follows up behind, he says, look, Caden Carter, Sally Steamroller, Falls Count Anywhere. Tables match tonight. Razor complained to me. So he's getting Cactus Jack and Eddie. There's a special surprise there. I wanted to hype it up, but I cannot stand this locker room right now. We're acting like we're in first place. We're not. We're not. We used to be. And I'm sick and tired of dealing with this people. Send it to the ring. So Caden Carter and Sally Steamroller, Falls Count Anywhere, kick us off. Sally Steamroller gets the 3.5 star victory. Piper Niven, since this match was no DQ, actually came out and helped Sally get the win over Caden Carter. But Katana Chance, still so furious that she's not competing, was nowhere to be seen to help Caden. And then all of a sudden the trumpets play and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. When that comes out to the ring, it says, hey man, what a shit show it is over here on ECW. But I ain't surprised. You got people like Brooks Jensen on a contract. You let Tony D'Angelo last year be in one of your biggest matches at WrestleMania. I mean, what the heck did you expect? But I've heard a lot of people talk about Channing Stacks Lorenzo, and they say that he's just a cruiserweight. He can't get it done on ECW. I'm literally a full-grown man that has held the world championship before. But you guys want to rip on me. You want to act like I'm too small. Well, check this shit out. And he unzips his jacket to reveal that he's a lot more beefy. He's a lot more muscular. And then he calls out for some member of the family. And 2 members of the family come out, and they each have boxing gloves. And they put one on each hand. He starts throwing punches like crazy. He says, I ain't just a cruiserweight anymore. I'm a fighter. And Brooks Jensen, I don't want to spoil the surprise, but apparently Ted DiBiase ain't here for announcements tonight. So I thought I'd confirm what I found out, huh? You see, bragging rights is on the horizon. And there's a big match at that they special. There's an elimination chamber. 2 members from each brand that I ain't holding a championship, and I ain't got gold because I've been busy dealing with you schmuck. You and I are going to compete at Hell in a Cell, and the winner gets a spot inside the chamber. And you bet your sorry little ass, Brooks, that it's going to be Hell in a Cell, huh? And then he tries to drop the mic, but then it's kind of like stuck in his boxing gloves, so that the family member takes the mic, and it's chaos here at ECW. Dakota Kai comes out to the ring saying that she had an amazing 2 weeks away, and she is so damn excited to represent ECW at Bragging Rights as the women's representative. But Carrie Rush comes up to her and says, I just don't think that's going to work. I mean, if Ted's smart, he's going to make some halftime adjustments and realize that you're not the person that's meant to represent us. Piper Niven just clocks Carrie Rush in the back of the head. They start brawling. They work their way out to the ring. But while Carrie Rush and Piper Niven get distracted, Dakota Kai gets the pin, gets the win, and the 1.5-star victory. She goes to celebrate when Katana Chance comes running out the back and chases her out, and Ted DiBiase exclaims that, look, tonight he will make the announcement regarding the women's situation going into Bragging Rights. Can people please just act normal for 5 seconds? I just need 5 seconds of people that aren't up my ass, people that aren't stupid, people that aren't outrageous, and then, oh, have mercy, the dudester coming up behind Ted DiBiase says, ooh, your vibes are all wrong, Ted. You need to be like the dude and represent ECW with the television championship. And he hits the Charleston, starts dancing around. And he says, Dominik, I have to tell you, it was an honor to take you down in the ring and make you submit. Your family's got some issues, but the dude has nothing but love for you. So let you know something. Whenever the time is, whenever Ted DiBiase says, I'll give you a rematch, that's fine. But just know I ain't gonna take it easy on you, kid, just because of who your daddy is. And Rey Mysterio pushes Dude Love away, walks through him to head out to the ring because he has found out that he has a triple threat match against both members of Pretty Deadly. It was supposed to be a tag team contest tonight, but then Eddie got pulled into the main event at the request of Razor Ramon, and Ray grabs a mic on his way out, and he complains about Ted DiBiase. Says Ted doesn't know how to run this damn show. It's disorganized. It's disjointed. He wonders why we're not in first. It's things like this that are making it happen. But before you keep talking, Pretty Deadly attack him. It's a 2-on-1 assault. And then Dominik Mysterio comes out to the ring, goes to distract Ray, but Dragon Lee pulls Dominik, throws him over. Dude Love runs back out, starts brawling with Dom. Ray has no idea what's been happening. Pretty Deadly gets distracted by Dragon Lee, allows Ray to hit the 619 on Elton Prince. He hits the frog splash on Kit Wilson, gets the pinfall in a de facto triple threat match, and Dragon Lee is applauding and says, look, man, I'm so proud of you, Ray. You're such an inspiration to me. We cut backstage to Ted DiBiase. Says, look, I'm finally going to make the announcement that I want to make. I'm finally going to let you guys know what's going on at Hell in a Cell. Look, I mean, Stacks wasn't supposed to tell you guys yet about the Hell in a Cell. It was going to be a big promo at the end of the show. I'm just going to have it now because I'm sick of being cut off. Don't hinder Jinder. And Ted just drops his head. Jinder Mahal starts marching in a circle around him with that damn picket sign. And Jinder says, I want Sandman at Hell in a Cell because I've been held down. I haven't gotten the opportunities I deserve. ECW's in second place because other people are getting a chance, not Jinder Mahal. Every time I try to have my moment, Sandman comes around with a Singapore cane and he says, shut up, and he hits me with it, and then he wins, and it's bullshit. And then Jinder hears, shut up. And Jinder's like, yeah, like that. And he turns around and boom, Sandman hits him with a Singapore cane. Ted throws his arms up and walks away in despair. It's main event time for Razor Ramon. He comes to the ring and says, I've been having fun with the Bang Bang Mang, but I want a Latino Heat Mang. So Eddie Guerrero, you're going to come out to the ring. And the three superstars are competing in this tables match when all of a sudden, holler, if you hear me, the big bad booty daddy is back on ECW. And there is complete shock. Razor freezes, Cactus freezes, Eddie freezes as Scott Steiner comes to the ring and starts clearing house. And just when it looks like Eddie is going to get the win, because Cactus Jack, he's laid himself on the table and says, splash me, Eddie, splash me. Scott Steiner sneaks in, pushes Eddie off the top rope onto a table out on the floor that breaks, giving Scott Steiner the win. He locks in the Steiner recliner on Cactus Jack, who's laughing while screaming in pain. But then before the show goes off the air, Ted DiBiase demands that the roster come to his office. Everybody that's in town here tonight, sit down, because it's time to have a conversation. I am tired of being second place. I'm tired of being third place. I'm tired of not being at the top of the industry. I have all the money in the world. And I just don't understand why we haven't been good enough. And some might say it's because of Ted DiBiase, but I say there's no way it's because of me. You guys need to look in the mirror. You need to look at yourselves and understand if you're good enough. Are you cut out for ECW? We've got Hell in a Cell coming up in a couple weeks. We've got bragging rights following Hell in a Cell. And time is ticking. Stacks, you already spoiled one of our big matches for Hell in a Cell. You are going to take on Brooks Jensen. Hell in a Cell match. Winner finds a spot in the chamber. But next week, we're going to have two huge matches on the card as well. Because it is going to be Razor Ramon versus Cactus Jack versus Eddie Guerrero versus Scott Steiner. A rematch of tonight. But it is going to be contested in a steel cage. The winner of that steel cage match will go on to the bragging rights elimination chamber. Ooh. And he says that's not all we're getting next week, because we need to get the ratings. So next week we are also going to have Caden Carter, Sally Steamroller, Dakota Kai, and Katana Chance compete in a fatal four-way. The winner of that four-way match is our representative at bragging rights. And Piper Niven, Carrie Rush, they get furious. They go to argue, and Ted holds up his hands and says, ladies, Piper, Carrie, you, since you are not in this qualifier, you will get a shot at Hell in a Cell. You will have a pay-per-view match with the brightest lights. Katana Chance starts going off again. She starts screaming. Caden tries to pull her back. Katana's like, this isn't fair. I deserve a shot at pay-per-view. I deserve the spot. I shouldn't have to fight in this four-way. And Caden's trying to calm her down, just saying, trust, trust, trust. Everything descends. Ted walks out while the locker room argues, and the show comes to a close. And then the rundowns real fast on my side. 3.5. Sally Steamer over Caden Carter. Rivalry up to level 3 on the Falls Count Anywhere. Dakota Kai wins a triple threat over Piper Niven and Carrie Rush. 2.5 stars. Rey Mysterio takes down Elton Prince and Kit Wilson in a triple threat. Ray and Elton Prince start a singles feud. 4 stars in the main event tables match. Scott Steiner making his debut starts a feud with Eddie, and Cactus Jack and Razor Ramon are there. They don't get the win. 4 stars for Scotty Steiner. Then on the call side of things, Do Love calls out Dom Mysterio up to level 2. Jinder Mahal tries to call it Sandman, but it does not go anywhere. It stays level 3. On the SmackDown side of things, 1.5 stars for the Hurricane making his debut, taking down Logan Paul, kick-starting a feud. Bubba, 2-star victory over Senga. Rivalry up to level 2 for those two. Tornado tag action. The Black Widows continue their dominance over 2 Chainz. 3.5 stars in the victory for them. And in the main event, 4 stars. Alexa Bliss hanging on to her women's championship, taking down Jade Cargill. Rivalry up to level 2. And then Kurt Angle calls out Ken Shamrock officially on the Game Logic, starting their feud. On WCW, Bayley, 2-star victory over Zoe Stark. Uncle Howdy, 2-star victory over Stardust. Rhea Ripley, 1.5 stars over Club Royale. And in a big-time main event, 4.5 stars. Muhammad Ali hangs on to his world title, taking down Dusty Rhodes and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And the rivalry between Ali and Rhodes goes level 4. On the call side of things, Post Malone and Cody Rhodes are level 4. And Batista calls out Stone Cold, getting their rivalry up to level 3. Finally, AI Raw, Karrion Kross MVP, beat R-Truth and Tommaso Ciampa, 3 stars. 2 stars for Charlotte Flair over Sassy Molassy. J&J Security get the victory over Balor and Garza, 3 stars there. And then in the main event, 3.5 stars, Natalya over Asuka. Call side of things, Gallows tried to call it MVP, but they're already level 4, so nothing shifted. Post-match reports, 109 for SmackDown, 25,000 fans, $132,000. Also, Pat McAfee with a tweet on his way out.
Pussy.
Time to part ways with SmackDown, take the next step in my career. Thank you all to all my supporters.
Nobody.
Over on WCW, a 114 rating score, 31,000 fans.
Let's go.
$185,000, and Stardust forcing a DQ ruined my night. I can't stop noticing the DQs now after we... Ooh, look at the Dusty tweet.
Oh,
wow.
Enjoyed seeing Stardust lose against Uncle Howdy, who's a far more talented fighter.
Maybe
That
it's
tag feud.
because he is happy that Cody Rhodes is thriving.
Interesting to see. A lot going on for
flopped.
Dusty's brain. 115 for Raw. 43,000 fans. $133,000. And for ECW, a 117 rating score, 34,000 fans, and $163,000. Network special. Big power card there for the Commissioner Goal on SmackDown. To the moon. Big power card there, Commissioner Goal for WCW. And then we skipped our goal. So the fans coming in, it is a 70,000 fan lead. SmackDown over me, Canada over myself, and then I am up 27,000 on Cheek. Theodore Long exists. We head to Minnesota, and Cheek, we are starting with you.
And we are starting with Stardust. Oh my gosh. Okay. Another one of these. Interesting staying another 5 weeks. Let's go ahead and talk the figures. Oh. Lowball them.
Balls are low. Bang.
Let's go. Take our low balls, Stardust. All right. And then go ahead and do Stone Cold. Appreciate the title shot. Good to know I got a boss that keeps their... Man, him and Uncle Howdy are so appreciative of me. I love it.
Yeah, they're just vibing. And a previous loyalty bonus to Stone Cold. I mean, he's living good on
dude,
WCW.
Smiling with teeth.
Dude, smiling with
It's
teeth.
the opposite of what real life WCW did with him.
Right?
I'm just making amends.
Ooh,
Oh,
this is
crowd
intense.
doesn't really get behind me. Tommy look to the advantage of that. And then Bailey is in this group chat randomly and says it's pretty obvious the viewers want to see me, more me.
Wow.
Breeze is going to put me in the main event. Oh my gosh.
Intense. And it says this last one says next main event, so you'd have to do it this week.
Okay.
If you promise it, this week would be when you fulfill it.
Man. What's Bailey's morale? She's not that happy, is she?
Bailey.
Because I kind of spurned her at the
Bayley.
beginning of this episode. Yeah.
Yeah, you could get creative though, like triple threat.
They do have enough stamina.
Yeah, you
That
can
I'm in a
utilize
pretty
the
decent-
Becky feud singles feud to help you.
Okay.
Maybe
All right. Let's. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do the
Both.
bottom one. Yeah, do the both.
Things getting interesting. Bring it on.
Small increase. Small increase. All right. Have at least one last man just to block an opposing brand from their most popular superstar on next week's show.
Nah, you don't need that.
That's just one of those that you can't use for pay-per-view. You can only do the block random.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna force myself into doing that then, really. Okay, so is that all we had for that right there if you click on it?
Yeah.
Just get that main event.
Yep, those two are in the main event. And again, they don't have to face it. It can be triple threat, fatal four-way, tag match, as long as they're both in the match.
Let's go ahead and book, and then go ahead and do that in the main now. We'll just do, let's do fatal four-way. Go ahead and do, yeah. Get Becky and Ronda, and then get Bailey and yeah, do Queen Bee, and then throw the tittle on there. All right,
That's
cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say that genuinely should grade well too, so that kind of worked out.
That did turn out good. All right, and then let's see what else we got. Go ahead and get on in there.
I'd watch that match.
I would too, but unfortunately on CodyVerse we do not watch just any old regular show. We do pay-per-views. Okay, I gotta be strategery here. I need can you look at Dusty and Muhammad? Have Dusty Rhodes turn heel. That's right, folks.
Naughty Dusty.
It's bad over here. What's going on in Dusty's head? He's happy that his son lost in a DQ, and now this. And then I need to do a call out. I need to have Batista call out Stone Cold. We need to get that thing up to a level 4. And then look at my last unbooked. Yeah. I just want to see. Everything else, though, is where it needs to be. I don't think anybody needs to flip. I don't think. So just for the sake of getting it going, whoever has the higher mic between Howdy and Triton, have them call out the other. Yeah. Thank you. And then, all right. How can we limp through this? Do a triple threat with Rhea Ripley, Zoe Stark, and Cleverella. I feel like that'll be a good filler. And then, let's see what else we got. I don't want to do Undertaker Cena because that'll get stale.
That's where you can still have like Taker, Triton, or Cena, Stardust.
Yeah. Do Cena and Stardust. I feel like that'll be okay. And then yeah, we need to use Triton. That's too much stamina right now. Hell yeah, dude. Have him fight Taker. Potential future feud. Okay. So I think that's my show. Go to logistics. I don't think I want to mess with that right now. Can you check the power cards for me, Daddy? Daddy. Oh, not today, Satan. We're gonna spend a little money. Give me pre-match fizz. And give me not today, Satan.
As a refresher, that's the good casket card. That just means if he books a casket match, the loser doesn't get sent away, he would keep the loser.
Okay, and then let's go search and see if we could find some talent. All right, give me the Rock. Give me it to level 15.
15 ace specialist.
Oh, he's a specialist.
Yeah.
All right, Cody, do the honors.
Oh, windmill.
Yeah.
I always forget that I got one more down here. Here we go.
Donnie.
Also, for viewers' sake, because we did talk about this, Canada looked it up after the fact. Rock was 14, but literally season 2 WrestleMania is when he got the 15.
Yeah.
So
brutal.
Cheek's been searching this for a while. We knew he first popped up in 10 to 14. We didn't realize at Mania he had upgraded. And there he is.
Oh my God! And he's got the new
AJ
perk.
Styles.
AJ.
Yep.
And then just to, in case he can be
Oh,
he can be a
known cruiser.
cruiserweight.
Known cruiser.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, cruiserweights do the kip up, and he can kip up.
That
so.
he do be kipping.
What's to sign him for season? Probably like 400,000.
No, his won't
Sign
be
him
that
for
back
3 less
season.
weeks. Sign him for 3 less weeks. You got your WCW card.
What?
It extends all your contracts 3 weeks. So
Oh, I
no
do?
point in doing it. Yeah. I think. Go look. I don't want
We
to.
can check. I can't remember if he used it or not.
I might
I
have.
think you used it earlier.
Oh, okay,
I did.
okay, yeah, never mind. Shut me up.
Okay. All right. Let's go back. We're gonna sign him though. Let's just do 10 weeks for now. I want to have him for a little while.
Send it in.
Send it in, Vern.
Boom.
Let's go, and then go check his thingy. God. So Cruiser Bruiser is the fight styles, right? That
No. Fighter
Yeah,
Burger.
so he's currently a
Fighter
specialist.
Bruiser. Okay.
And then Cruiser would face off with Giants. Bruisers would face off with Fighters. If you were to, you'd have to change them, obviously.
So Cruiser changes him to have a feud with Triton, perchance.
Perchance.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's.
Or Bruiser. You got Taker there.
I know. I got
Stone Cold.
Taker, Stone. It's gotta be. Yeah.
Gotta be Bruiser.
All right. We gotta. Yeah. We gotta make him. All right. We'll do the Bruiser. Sorry, Triton.
I mean, the Stone Cold feuds too.
Yeah. I mean, it really just.
I just
Is
wanna
there any
point
penalty
out-
for?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Is there any real penalty for just keeping him a specialist and matching up with anybody?
No, if you like
Okay.
if he's in a feud with a fighter, like, and you know that like that's going to be your Mania feud, like his final feud, it might be worth it because you're going to get a boost. But you aren't losing by having a specialist.
Okay. Okay.
What I was going to
like
point
the
out is
versatility.
SmackDown really buried The Rock. 0-6.
Yikes.
That's tough.
Imagine. Yeah, we'll fix that record, Rock. Welcome
fix that right
to
quick.
a winning brand on WCW.
WCW.
All right, so we've spent a good wad, but you know what? After weeks of searching, we finally got our man, The Rock.
Do you want to get
right.
him in the card, or are you good as is? Squeeze him.
He could
Squeeze him. Squeeze him.
Brett with
Yeah, squeeze him. Do triple threat with Taker and
Tridesters.
Triton. Maybe we can get Rock a win here.
Hell yeah, dude.
Bang, and they each have their own class, so that gives you a little bonus on that too.
If a Triton Rock feud sparks, I'm throwing my mic across the room.
In
All right, but
celebration.
yeah, we're celebrating me having to buy a new mic. All right, I think that might be a opening. You think for the curve wise? Is that gonna be
Yeah, probably.
okay? Do that, and then
Yeah, they got better pop. It's got like the separate classes
okay.
and higher levels.
I think that's everything. Can you just go home and check that screen? I don't care to do the last man standing. So I think we're good. Go. Let's see. and she's got the main event. All right, yeah, we're good. Go ahead and send it in, dude.
Boom.
Hell yeah.
And then we head over to ECW. The recent acquisition of Steamroller's doing better than expected. Maybe with a little push to become a bona fide superstar. Here's a Get Schooled Power card. Like that. Oh, it's only bronze. Ugh. I shouldn't be unappreciative of free things, but I'm unappreciative. All right, let's see. Thanks for the match against Cactus and Guerrero. I kinda knew they'd team up to try to cheat and deny me my win, but the crowd could see who the best fighter was. Cactus wants a world title shot within 3 weeks, so that would be I either shoehorn him into the title match at the pay-per-view or do it right after the pay-per-view. I think I can hold until after, so we'll do that. Winner of the pay-per-view defends against Cactus. Alright, and then Cactus cuts a promo this week for a Better Get Schooled card, so we will do that. Okay, so before I forget, I am using my $1 Million Man card at the pay-per-view.
Oh, I was like, this week? What?
Yeah, I had to doubt. I was like, hold on. So using that at the pay-per-view, that's weird. Always in my head, I'm like, oh, everything gets used next week. So I'm glad I held myself there a second. This one is you got to use it.
You have a lot of cards.
I do be having cards.
I don't like that.
All right, so Get Schooled, 5 XP.
I don't like that.
Let's could get Katana Chance up or close to 10. I also put one on Terry Funk earlier. Shinsuke's right there. I don't think Shinsuke's gonna have a match this week though. I'm gonna throw the card together and then see where I want to use that. I am buying this Bad Publicity though. I feel like that's a solid card. 5% of the fans from an opposing brand show. That could come in handy down the stretch. Okay, let's get the book in here. Cactus Jack promo. We'll get that going right away. He doesn't need to do a call out because he's already level 4. So let's have him do charity. Get us some fans in the door here. Now this is where I can risk people with pay-per-view, but I think we're starting to get the stamina somewhat in order. Terry Funk still can't operate, but I might give him a promo just because him and Shinsuke is going to be a big match. So I'm going to let Terry cut a self promo, hopefully get him a little boost. He'll probably get injured at the pay-per-view, but and then the other promo slot, let's wait and see. So we announced a couple matches at the end of not Piper Niven though. Piper never gonna be in this match. Okay.
Never ever.
So this is our Sally is at the threat of being injured, and this is a reminder as we get to bragging rights. If a superstar is injured, they are not allowed to compete.
Right.
So I will be running that risk. I would have to substitute her out if she wins and gets hurt in the process. Gonna be the same thing here. So we are gonna go Eddie, Scott, Razor, and I can't do that because the promo. If I gotta decide if I want the power card or to do my story. The power card is very helpful. Shoot. You know what? We're gonna make up some bullshit. We're just probably not gonna make it a cage match now though, because there's no point in doing that part of it. So we're gonna go Razor. We're gonna go Scott Steiner. We're gonna go Eddie, and then we are gonna go Mankind. Kind of obvious what I'm doing there, but we're gonna run with that. And then self promo for Terry. Cactus doing this. Okay, so tag feud sitting 4. That's sitting 4. I would really like to get Jinder and Sandman up a level. Do I have a physio that I can drop on Sandman? I do. I'm going to use it here because I want those guys to fight at the pay-per-view. So I'm going to go like that. Should protect him. And we've got one more match here. And I think we go, because I'm not going to have, little spoiler here. Well, pending what happens with everybody's health, but I don't intend to have Dude Love and Dom face at the pay-per-view. We know we get that little boost if Dom and Ray are in the same match.
Ooh.
So we're going to go Dude, Ray, Dom, and then probably give the not. Oh, I could use it though to boost Brooks ahead of the match with Stacks, or give it to Stacks because he's got more stamina on him. And Brooks is hurt anyway. Brooks will call it Stacks. Hopefully that gets level 4 ahead of pay-per-view. And then my people not being used. Shinsuke's tough, but he's got the title boost. Piper Niven's fighting the pay-per-view. Caden Carter. Who did I put in the match instead of her? Oh, I put Kerry Rush in there. This is Caden Carter's spot. So we got 2 people that might get hurt in this match, but it is what it is. Okay, Dragon Lee has kind of lost his place a little bit. Pretty Deadly's got tag match pay-per-view, but nothing here. We've got stamina, but just kind of the way I'm moving here, they're not gonna have a spot with what I'm prioritizing. Okay, so now I gotta think Stippies, since Eddie's got the tables, that allows us to kind of scoot that. I don't want to do TLC here. I don't really want to spend for Hell in a Cell. They might also get tables. Falls Count Anywhere is definitely going to injure both of them. I could also go like this.
Could.
And I've got Physio on Sandman. I'm not over... Like, I don't really have an idea for either of these guys after the pay-per-view. So I could go like that. Jinder's over 40, so he shouldn't get hurt. Sandman's got Physio. He shouldn't get hurt. They probably both get hurt at the pay-per-view, but I'm not worried about that.
I am.
Hinder... Damn it. Jinder might hinder himself is what I wanted to say. Hinder might Jinder himself.
Yeah, he will.
Oh, man. If this show doesn't do good, I'm going to Jinder myself.
Yo.
Take it as you will. All right. Not worried about top matches. Commissioner Goal will get another one of those. Call out promos. We're doing one of those almost every week. False Count Anywhere, we get another one towards that. Okay, so now I'm debating the power card side of things. That can't be used before pay-per-view, right? Yeah, okay. So that won't do anything right now. Barry are using No Dollar Man next week. So we're gonna go get schooled on I'm trying to think between like long term, but like I know I'm doing Piper and Niven, Kerry Rush the pay-per-view. I know I'm doing Brooks and Stacks. Might as well give it to Brooks. I know Brooks is gonna be vibing.
Hell yeah.
Barring obviously bragging rights, he could end up getting stolen from me, but we're gonna grab these. We're gonna get another Get Schooled. That's cheap, and we're gonna go ahead and get this Last Man Standing. Could help me at a pay-per-view later on. I don't intend to book a Last Man Standing match at Hell in a Cell, but they're gonna be helpful. I think we are good. Logistics, I just don't feel like grabbing any of that stuff. I'm not enough assets to consider the stadium, nor enough money, so that's kind of pinned in the corner. We'll hope that the pay-per-view helps me out with that. Good with the match order. Hopefully Ted DiBiase's happy. We send it in.
Oh no!
Oh, this
son of a bitch! Okay, that's not fair. Isla, Macho Man, and China all sold out. Okay, that's power cards. You scared the shit out of me. I'm like, how am I gonna make a?
What the
If
hell?
I don't have any fucking scouts, what am I gonna do? What would actually happen? Oh no. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, here we go.
Intense.
I know you're not gonna like this, but China Savage and Isla Dawn, Randy loses his first name. We'll all have to miss this show this week. Sorry about that. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry.
Canadian Triple H.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Due to high demands, power cards are going to be more expensive this week. Okay, let's go, Ken. Crowd's been really getting behind me. It's time we capitalize on that. You should give me the top billing. Oh, fuck. Wait, boys, can we have a conversation here, boys?
Interesting.
Let's go, dude.
Kevin Owens and his hired gun, but want the main
This is
event.
actually okay. I can run this. I can rock this.
No, I
You
got
can't.
rock.
He's on WCW. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All right. Bomb. Okay. It's a lesser super. Wait, whoa. Did you guys see that?
Whoa.
comment?
Yeah.
He said, oh, I guess I'll
called
share
Kevin
the
Owens a
spotlight if it's with a lesser
superstar.
super. That's your.
Damn, what a cheap
boss.
shot.
Yikes.
That's fucking
I did the thing where you
insane.
kind of like pull your neck collar to the side and go,
And
"Yeesh."
go, ooh. Yeah, there's 0% chance I'm giving Lyra.
Two
If she has to leave
chains.
and leave 2 chains, I get it because can I select her and look? Is that
I think you
yeah.
can. Yep. That
Yeah.
the
When they
amount
get
of
0-6.
people that are on crazy losing streaks is wild on your show. I don't understand
Owens-
how.
I don't either.
Just no one wins.
Guaranteed, if I kept the Rock, he would have demanded for 100K, I think, from me the next
Yeah.
season. Sorry, no. One more chance.
Oh,
that's it. Woo,
lucky.
baby. Thank God. All right, leaving them out of everything this week. I guess for the main event, we're gonna have to rock Kevin Owens. We'll rock Ken Shamrock, and we'll rock Kurt Angle.
I like Arby's every year. They honor Ken Shamrock by doing the Shamrock Shakes.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. They do that.
They know they're
like that.
wrestling.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay, well, that's a shakeup for sure that I was not planning on. Sick, dope, sweet. CM Punk can't even face the Macho Man. That's awesome as well. Might have to go. I might have to make some signings.
I mean, now I'm kind of glad he used that card.
Fuck.
Dude, let's
What
go
an
make some
asshole.
signings,
Yeah, let's sign
boys.
some
Let's
people.
go.
I might have to have another triple. Oop, no run-ins. Might have to have another triple threat here.
Can you look for jobbers and sign Nick Nosedive?
Oh my God! Come on!
Oh my
Come on! Destiny calls.
You
I
Hello.
don't even
Right.
have to search. I don't even
And
have
Answer
Ring,
the
ring,
phone.
hello. It's the
But there's
future of the
Rich
business.
Orikawa.
Nick
Dude.
Nosedive.
I
Go
saw
off
it.
the deep end for him.
I see the name. I can also say it. Orikawa. I
No
can
one
say it.
cares about that story anymore. We want Nick Nosedive.
Nick Nosedive.
Dude, look, what a steal!
90.
Hopefully, dude, your ratings won't nosedive.
Honestly, you sign him, and Cheek and I, we lose. Like, we're not catching up to you.
That's
hold on, what
game.
week
That's
is it?
GG's.
9,
locked
10,
in the chat.
2 plus 5. That's 7 to get him to the next pay-per-view, which would mean 12.
Oh
would get him
man,
to-
I can't wait for him to go 0-6.
I hope, like, I'm already saying it. If I don't win the Rumble, I want it to be Nick Nosedive.
Wait, what would get him to the Rumble?
After
Not
pay per view
12.
4, so he'd have to make it to week
That's
21.
That's WrestleMania.
Yeah, might as well
1, 2,
just.
3, 4.
it'd have to
Oh, this would be Royal Rumble right here. 13 weeks.
Yes.
I mean,
For less than 80,000.
yeah, that's crazy. The deal you're getting there.
And he's a 4 to 5 promo
That's
skill?
what I'm, dude.
Ooh,
we've
that's
been
actually pretty
knowing.
good.
All right, I got Nick Nosedive. I hate myself. I actually hate
No,
myself.
no. That's
Get
the
baited.
Ah,
You sons of bitches. I have a Noah guy. I might actually have to use this and do some 2 legend searches. Just 2 open
Oh,
legend
man.
searches. That's what I'm doing.
Oh,
Boom.
yes. Dude, this is awesome. This
We're
is
going-
awesome.
2 legend searches to fill out our roster for bragging rights. Okay.
Oh.
Shit. Right here. This is a
Booker.
Okay, well, might as well use the other 3 to see who else we get.
Oh,
boy, man.
buddy.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
All right. Okay.
Ravishing
So
Rick
sign-
Rude.
you gotta sign-
Sweat
As
Hogs.
fuck. Okay.
You gotta sign Booker, Roman, and Hulk.
I'm
and
signing
then Diesel.
Booker. I want JBL so badly, so I'm gonna get him. I'm signing everybody for 3 weeks. This is gonna get me to, this is week 9, 10, and that gives me at least all these guys until the week after bragging rights. So if I sign for 3 weeks, I get all these dudes for bragging rights.
Yep, you could use them. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to do at least JBL and Booker T. I really want these two. Brings us down to 241. Oh,
Hulkster and Roman.
Now let me tell you something, Canada.
we need Hulk Hogan back.
If you let me
man.
compete at bragging rights, brother, you'll get a steal a superstar from another brand, dude.
That is so true. Okay, here we go. Hulkster.
Bring in Roman.
You could
Finish
get one
it.
more.
This could be the greatest free agency signing ever.
I mean, this is.
What a
This
class.
probably locks up our thumbnail for this episode. Just Xavier Woods, just money raining down.
You have to sign Roman Reigns for the content. For the thummy.
77, 88. It's only an extra 11
Only an extra 11, dude.
for like almost 10 more popularity and all that stamina.
That is, oh wow, yeah, that stamina's crazy actually. Wow.
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 Dude, and
Wow.
Nick Nosedive
This
the
is-
crown jewel.
That's what I'm like. Not only to get those guys,
Oh,
you
fuck
get
yeah.
Nick Nosedive, which is the biggest prize.
God damn it.
Dude, you got a whole new roster now.
Yeah, that's
I do.
crazy.
Holy shit. Okay.
See, this is way more fun than
what do I do
saving
with my
money.
hands? I know. Seriously.
Yes.
Who needs money?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go JBL and Booker T. Actually, I might start this one out with a call out because they're kind of already low stams. 5, 3 Booker T's calling out JBL, and Hulk Hogan's gonna be a match against Roman Reigns.
Reigns.
And I have every. No, I just said JBL has no stamina. Okay. Devon has a lot of stamina. Trish has stamina. She's pissed off too. Damn man. Okay, I'm gonna go.
She's probably on a 17 match losing streak too.
I gotta see now. I gotta see my whole roster.
Kind of joking, but I can kind of see.
1
no,
and
that's
3. Kevin Owens is 16 and 5. He's our man. Anybody else who I think is Jade Cargill hasn't won a match. No, she's gonna get pissed
0
off
and
next
5
week.
for
Oh,
her.
god damn it. CM Punk's 2 and 8. He can't win. Oh man.
Struggling.
Oh yeah, he won against Pat McAfee. Thank God. What is Nick Nosedive's record? 1 and 1.
Hell yeah, about to be 10 and 1.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay.
Final
Jesus.
2 of the Rumble.
What
Nick
is he? Is he a
Nosedive
heel
and
or
Triton.
face? He's got to be a fucking heel. I hate him.
Ooh,
I know. I'm sorry. Sorry for my language. Sorry there, buddy.
sorry about that.
I kind of want to give
I feel like you went to the deep end
Trish.
a little bit there.
a jobber match because she's pissed, man. If she could face. Wait,
Torres.
she's a heel. Great. That's perfect. Not Eve Torres. I don't have the money for Eve Torres. Ava Moreno. $2,000.
Member of
Sure.
the Sisters of the Breath. If you don't know, make sure you're subscribed to CodyVerse to find out.
Oh, wow. God damn it. There we go. I'm just gonna.
This is such a barbaric episode, and
I don't know what's going on. This ECW was insane. This is
Oh,
insane.
man.
What is going on? How is Hell in a Cell going to shape up? Or shape out? Lyra's pissed. She's gonna be gone after this pay-per-view anyways. Oh, you know what we'll do? Tag team call out. The boys calling out into Sheer. Okay.
Bubba.
Triple threat with the women's. It's gonna be a shit ass match, but what are you gonna do? She has enough stamina that I can make it something at least interesting. Nope, because can't interfere. Never mind. That we're not freaking with their stamina. These two could actually put on something a little interesting. Maybe Extreme Rules. I think that almost. Oh, I don't know. Without the feud, that's a hard one for curve wise.
That is.
Maybe
yeah,
I
I'm
just-
not sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave Extreme Rules off of this. And the only one with stamina here is CM Punk. So I think nothing else pretty much I can do unless I want to smack a special promotion cannot be used in a PLE week. Wait, does that mean I can't use it?
You could use it now.
From
'cause
this
that one,
week.
This one's like an immediate one. Both of those.
You're right, and retain most of our fans. I kind of want to use one of these. I don't know which one is better. Retain most fans or increase the fans gain. I guess you want to increase the fans gain when you think it's a great show.
Retain, yeah. And then
Retain, but it's not
when
a
you're
trash
strong.
show either. I'm going to save that in case I need to punt a show. To the moon, we could throw it on.
Nick Nosedive.
No. Contract negotiations.
Throw it on Nick Nosedive.
Well, she's pissed. There he is. Yeah, I'll just leave everything for now. Okay, Roman Reigns.
We're falling apart, boys.
No, we're not. We're thriving.
This is true.
No,
Driving 25.
We're being put back together. Damn it.
Dude.
Confirm the booking. It's not Stardust X.
This is
Wow,
incredible.
I'm in shambles.
That's like the first time I feel like my goofy free agency signings have been surpassed.
I know. This is the fourth.
We finally pushed
Dude.
Canada over the edge, and he started.
Dude,
going
that
crazy.
was like he's broke now, but
You guys are, yeah, keep going. Yeah,
was
yeah.
worth the cost. All right. Anyways, speaking of things worth the cost, The Rock comes back to WCW, and he is back with a vengeance. He needs a win because he was 0-6 on Letdown. And Triton's big ass, he's fresh, he's ready to go. He has 100 stamina. And then Taker getting ready for his big showdown next week in Hell in a Cell. Oh, with John Cena, had to remember the rivalry. They're getting it going. Triple threat match to open it. What a show.
Wow. You smell.
And, dude, he gets his first win, and he does not pop a feud with Triton. Thank the Lord. And then you saw it last week. People were calling it out on the Twitter feed. Dusty Rhodes was cheering for Stardust's demise after that DQ last week. A lot of things going wrong in Dusty Rhodes' head, man. It's been a trying year for him, going back to last season when he had to bury his son, and he got buried by his son, actually. And you know, it's been tough for him. He's confused, he's hurt, and I think he's going crazy. So he turns heel. And speaking of, Stardust right here is about to go one-on-one with John Cena. I wouldn't want this for him, but we're going to put him through it. Go ahead. Simulate. Yeah, we knew what was going to happen there. Mediocre, but John Cena is anything but. And then Batista, damn, we fail to get that rivalry over the top to level 4. Batista, hopefully his match next week is better than his promo game this week. And that's pretty shitty for a Hollywood actor having a weak promo, but go off. And then Cloverella gets back in the ring. Zoe Stark back in the ring. Rhea Ripley also back in the ring with her lovely 95 stamina. Triple threat action. DJ, spin that shit. Rhea Ripley is cleaning house right now. Ooh, and a new rivalry. Ooh, buddy. Cloverella Ripley. That is going to be a juicy one down the tracks, folks. Speaking of a juicy one, Triton gets called out by Uncle Howdy. The rivalry grows to level 2. Triton's waist also grows 2 inches. And then the main event. This was spurned on by a Bayley and Ronda Rousey text thread. And we fell into a fatal 4-way of epic proportions for the ladies' title match. Queen Bee puts her belt on the line after a DQ with Bayley a couple weeks ago. Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey join in, trying to get the straps. Who comes out on top?
Oh, got the belt this
Oh,
time.
buddy. She gets it. The rivalry grows between Queen Bee, but Queen Bee out 4 weeks. So she is going to miss Hell in a Cell. And she's not gonna be back until the following pay-per-view, whichever one that is. I forget. It's
It'll be a mystery.
SummerSlam. Okay, sorry, it's a mystery.
Here's something that is a mystery. AI Raw sucks. Asuka and Natalya, though, going to kick it off. Women's title match. This feud's been going on for a while. They had a 3.5 last week. Natalya won a non-title match, setting up this one here. And Natalya gets the win for the second straight week. 4 stars in the opener. Natalya, your new Women's champion Charlotte cutting a promo saying that she deserves the next shot at the women's title, and it's an excellent promo, gaining 4 fans in the process. Indy Hartwell, Fallon Henley, they've been feuding for a long time. Will it ever end? We don't know, but what I do know is Sassy Molassie sneaking in, causing Fallon Henley to lose the match. Indy Hartwell wins it 3 stars. Thrasher on the self promo, gonna get 3 popularity this week. They're just known promo cutter Thrasher, man. He's got a job to do, and he keeps on doing it. Julius Creed of the Creed Brothers and one half of J&J Security taking on Finn Balor. Singles action here. Split apart for the tag teams for the night as Finn Balor gets a 2.5-star victory. And then MVP comes out to the ring and he says, I know Hell in a Cell is on deck and I need my world championship. And there's only one man that I'm taking that world championship from, and his name is L.A. Knight. Yeah. And Luke Gallows comes out to the ring. He's like, bro, dude, please, God, you don't feud with LA Knight anymore. You feud with me. And MVP says, who are you? I want LA Knight. And he storms off. Rivalry does not move because it's already level 4. And in the main event, Tommaso Ciampa's been teaming with R-Truth. Josh Briggs has been teaming with Julius Creed of the Creed Brothers as one half of J&J Security. But they both left their partners tonight. Tommaso Ciampa and Josh Briggs felt that they together could unite and be the ones to take down the Honky Tonk Man and Karrion Kross, and they were. And a 4.5-star victory in the Tornado Tag main event. New tag team champions Ciampa and Briggs find love with one another. We head over to ECW. The camera cuts to Ted's office and he says, look, everything I need to say is going to be said in the main event. And as the forces the cameraman out, Katana Chance is seen screaming, wanting her pay-per-view match, wanting Piper Niven and Carrie Rush removed. She wants to have her match at the pay-per-view, but Caden Carter keeps pulling her back, saying, just please trust me, it's gonna be okay. We go to the ring, Jinder Mahal and the Sandman. Ted DiBiase says, if you guys put on a decent opener tonight, you will get a spot at the pay-per-view card to have one final match. They go back and forth. The Sandman takes the Singapore cane, but this time Jinder is ready. He has reinforced his picket sign, uses it to block the Singapore cane. It breaks in half, and then Jinder Mahal hits the Colossus and finally beats the Sandman. And Ted DiBiase is shown backstage clapping. He says, you know what, gentlemen? You get a match at Hell in a Cell. More to come on that later on. And then Cactus Jack, bang, bang, says, I was supposed to be in tonight's main event, but I had a stinger from all the wood that's been placed between my thighs, from the tables, of course. So I've got a useful substitute, and his name is Mankind. And the camera cuts to Ted in his office. He's shaking his head, and he's just like, that's not what I, you know what? Screw it. Mankind is in the match. That's fine. Mankind is in the match. And then Razor Ramon comes in. He says, hey, I have been fighting the Bang Bang Mang. I am not trying to fight the Sock Mang. And Ted DiBiase says, I'm not trying to deal with this shit any longer. I can't take it. Razor, Steiner, Eddie Guerrero, whatever fucking costume that guy shows up in, that's the one that's in the match. Deal with it. Then the winner of this match, if they do not get injured, will represent ECW at bragging rights. It is Katana Chance, Dakota Kai, Sally Steamroller, Caden Carter, fatal 4-way action, and Dakota Kai gets it done as the match is coming to, oh yeah, shit, injuries, Sally, Caden,
Yikes.
okay, not Dakota, but both the people we thought could get hurt did end up getting hurt, so tough scenes. Dakota Kai wins the match. Towards the end of the contest, it looks like Katana Chance is gonna get the pinfall on Sally Steamroller. However, Caden Carter pulls Katana off the pin. And they stare at each other. Katana is pissed, and Caden says, "You're not the only one in this locker room that deserves a chance." But before anything else happens, Dakota Kai swoops in, takes them both out, and then gets the pin on Sally herself. Dakota Kai will be at bragging rights. And then Terry Funk comes out to the ring. And I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to step in this ring. But I promise you my spirit will live forever. No matter what match that I fight Shinsuke Nakamura, I'm going to beat him down forever. He's going to bleed forever, and I will regain the ECW championship. Then it's Fatal 4-Way action. Rey Mysterio, Dominik Mysterio, Stacks Lorenzo, and Dude Love. These men were just told by Ted DiBiase, I just need quality. That's all I ask, is just a little bit of quality. We need this show to be good before Hell in a Cell. Can you step up for me? Can you make something happen? And Rey Mysterio continues his winning streak in a 4-star match. And he gets the pin on Dude Love. Dominik Mysterio is furious that his dad got the win. Stacks Lorenzo gets distracted because as the match is coming to a close, he hears a familiar voice. Hey, Stacks. Sorry that I just cost you that match, huh? You see, the thing is, you've been focusing on all the wrong things. You've been focusing on you. You've been looking inward a little too much, Stacks. The fact of the matter is, you need to fear Brooks Jensen. You need to fear me. I've got connections that you'll never know. If you remember at Backlash, buddy, you thought you was going to take out my daddy. And we came and got the protection we needed. And Hell in a Cell, there is no protection for you. I'm going to take you all over the arena. I'm going to take you on top of the cell, outside the cell, maybe just stay inside the cell. You might not last long enough to leave the damn thing. And when I beat you, you're going to have to watch me go to bragging rights. And last year, I did pretty damn good in that chamber, huh? But now I'm channeling something different. I got this right here. And he holds up his arm, and it is just the most devilish attempt at an arm cast. And he says, they let me compete with this thing on. My arm isn't 100%, but I got myself protected enough to put you through the mat for the 1, the 2, and the 3. Brooks Jensen's main event run starts now. And then we get to the main event. Ted DiBiase reminds everybody that the winner of this main event will also join the Elimination Chamber match. It's Razor, Scott Steiner, Eddie, and then Mankind indeed comes out to the ring and ends up winning the whole thing. In fact, it was a bait and switch. Mankind laid himself on the table. He stretched his arms and said, Razor, Razor's Edge. And Razor thought it was the same thing, thought it was what happened with Cactus Jack, but instead Mankind baited him in, got out of the Razor's Edge, slammed Razor through the table to get the victory. And while that was going on, Eddie Guerrero and Scott Steiner start brawling all over the place. Scott Steiner saying he's a fraud champion. Rey Mysterio carries that team. Eddie is too distracted. Spilt milk is going to happen at Hell in a Cell. And it's going to be a magical day for Pretty Deadly. Magical day for Scott Steiner because he gets to see Eddie lose his gold. But as Mankind celebrates, money, Ted DiBiase's theme hits, and he comes to the ring. Last week, I told you all that I was sick of being anything other than the best brand in this business. I told you all to come out to the ring tonight and produce quality. We have to be superior. And while I liked some things I saw, we still have work to do. So, A Hell in a Cell, Brooks Jensen, Stacks Lorenzo. It's a Hell in a Cell match. Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio defend the tag titles against Pretty Deadly. And that hidden stipulation that was on the contract, no matter who wins, it's the last time those teams face. Eddie and Rey want to move on. They're willing to risk their rematch clause to get it done. But there's going to be 3 other matches on the card because I've been watching this roster very closely. Jinder Mahal, you say you're tired of being hindered. You're sick of the Sandman following you around. You and the Sandman are going to fight one last time. And if you handle it, you don't got to deal with Sandman anymore. Piper Niven, I expected you to be the star of our women's division. I had to go sign Dakota Kai because you didn't carry your weight for us. Then Carrie Rush comes in. Somebody off the streets wants a job. I feed her to you, and what do? You lose in 20 seconds. So you know what? You're getting a match at the pay-per-view. And as that's happening, Katana Chance starts screaming again. She's running through the crowd. Caden Carter trying to stop her. Furious that she didn't get the pay-per-view shot. Furious that Dakota Kai is going to bragging rights. And Caden just keeps screaming, trust me, trust me. And Ted has security haul them away. And then he says, you know what? No. Actually, bring them out here. Bring everybody out here, actually. The roster slowly comes out as Ted continues talking. He says, we also have to have a world title match. Terry Funk, you were promised a rematch, and you're finally going to get it. It's you and Shinsuke Nakamura. But those last 3 matches I mentioned, I've decided it's time for ECW to see who really wants to be here. I've got all the money in the world. I've got people in high places and low places. And we'll just say that I've found a way to guarantee that my expenses next week at Hell in a Cell are going to be light. And because they're going to be light, I'm getting rid of some of the dirt that is on this brand. I'm getting rid of some of the people that are disappointing me. I had a world champion lose his title because he ran the wrong way. I had someone that was supposed to carry the women's division become the bottom feeder of it. And I've had these 2 men run around with a Singapore cannon and a picket fence trying to take over my show. I'm sick and tired of it. So we're going to start trimming the fat. Piper Niven versus Carrie Rush. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Terry Funk for the world title. Sandman versus Jinder Mahal. All 3 matches are casket matches. 3 superstars are leaving ECW at Hell in a Cell. And for everybody else in the locker room, count your damn blessings that I didn't put you on the line too. And Katana Chance, the camera cuts to her and she can't believe it. She looks at Caden. Caden says, I tried to tell you. And Katana's like, you knew? And Caden said, yeah, she found out. She was trying to protect Katana from that potential fate. And Katana says, you didn't believe in me? You didn't think that I could beat Dakota Kai? I could have got rid of her for good. She storms off. Caden Carter follows, and the camera zooms in on Ted's smiling face as he does that thing where you take like a big stack of cash and like run your finger over and it like flows through. As ECW comes to a close.
Damn, man. That was pretty damn intense. But not as intense as Smackdown, because Logan Paul, he is now in the Intercontinental title picture, but Macho Man, of course, got Raw is Ward and is not able to make tonight's show. So unfortunately, and actually fortunately for me, Madness is not going to reign supreme on SmackDown tonight. But obviously, the Hurricane, now fresh off his CodyVerse debut win against Logan Paul, he's stepping into the ring as the moral compass. CM Punk is as furious as ever. And who's going to get this one? It's going to be maybe he is CodyVerse's Xavier, man. He comes in, another victory, gets that one up.
Let's go.
A level.
Hero for you and me.
2.
Speaking of heroes.
Oh my God. Nick nosedive, walks into the arena, over the top confidence, almost has that $1 billion swag with it. And of course, he has this goddamn microphone in his hand. He says,
So SmackDown signs the guy who made the biggest splash in sports entertainment and the GM hates it. Big surprise. Xavier Woods, you may think I'm here to belly flop, but I'm diving headfirst into greatness. So whether it's cannonballs off the top rope or sending opponents plunging into the mat, you'll see why I'm the high flyer SmackDown didn't know it needed. So be prepared to be submerged in nosedive mania, baby.
And the crowd is definitely in a mixed reaction.
No, he's gonna be the most over superstar in CodyVerse history.
Damn.
Fucking
He went off the deep end.
He
Oh my
went
God.
off the deep end. However, Hulk Hogan is returning to SmackDown. He was on season 1 looking for tag partners, but this time he's coming in solo. He's looking to remind everyone why he's a legend. However, Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, he's been a staple of WCW for 2 seasons, but he finds himself on SmackDown. He has no intentions of letting nostalgia take the spotlight this time, as he was Andre the Giant's partner. And Andre the Giant, he said some really bad things about Hulk Hogan. And Roman Reigns said, that's my boy. That's my partner. I'm going to go in there and fuck Hulk Hogan up.
Load bearing up at the end of that sentence.
Hell yeah, dude. But it was a mediocre match, but he does take down the Hulksters. And actually, we pan over and we cut to Booker T and JBL inside of JBL's limo, and they're driving into the arena together. And they're laughing, they're having a great time. They're like, oh man, we got signed by SmackDown for 3 weeks. This is gonna be an easy 3 weeks. Bragging rights, hell yeah. Booker T looks over at JBL and says, yo, pop the bubbly, let's celebrate. And JBL looks over and says, you haven't even given me gas money. I'm not gonna pop the champ. You have to pay me first. And Booker T says, you're a millionaire. What do you mean? There's gotta be just loads of champagne in your limo. And he says, not till I see some gas money, buddy. And he says, well, I got $5 to give you, JBL. And he pulls out a $5 bill, but JBL, almost offended at the $5 gas bill or gas money, starts a level 1 rivalry. Speaking of people not happy, Trish Stratus absolutely been furious with her 1-5 record and a recent loss at Backlash. She's seeking her redemption. So I came out, Xavier Woods, going to support her at ringside, and she is determined to get back into the win column, and she does easily. You know, there's some fear because we had that like twice that we put the GM and like the jobber wins. So I was a little scared there. But the Dudley boys call out Indus Sher, and they literally call them out and say, you know, Indus Sher, you guys are like a bad marriage. You guys fight all the time, no communication. Veer's blaming Sangha, Sanga's blaming Veer, and we're blaming both of you for being the 2 softest pieces of shit we've seen on CodyVerse. And Devon chimes in, oh my brother, testify. The Dudley boys don't crumble, we don't whine, and we don't point fingers. You want these titles? You better come at us as a team, not on different pages. The Dudley boys clearly been doing this a lot longer than Indus Sher, and that rivalry grows to level 4, and it's going to come to a conclusion at Hell in the Cell. But lastly, the Universal Champion is here, and the two, we saw it in the text messages, man. Ken Shamrock kind of throwing a little shade at Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens says, I'm clearly the main eventer here. I am the Universal Champion. And Ken Shamrock says, I'm your bodyguard. I've been doing all the work the past 9 weeks. I deserve the main event. So I said, you know what, guys? I think Kurt Angle's up to the challenge. His ankle's looking a little better tonight. We're going to put you 3 in the main event. Just a triple threat. Whatever you guys do, it's up to you. Will the 2 work together, the bodyguard and his boss? Or is Ken Shamrock getting fed up? It's kind of a twisty, turny road here. Let's see how this one plays out. Oh, wow. Jesus. So Kurt Angle comes out on top. The tides are shifting between Ken Shamrock and Kevin Owens. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. Kevin Owens is going to have to really smooth this one out with his bodyguard, because that is what's keeping his title safe. Kurt Angle gets a win under his belt, and fuck, Hell in a Cell looking pretty. I'm excited, boys.
Yeah, no, Hell in a Cell is going to be insane across the board. Our rundowns here. So obviously, now I can say the reason I was fine with these 2 having low stamina is one of them dies at Hell in a Cell. Well, not dies, but They're dead to my brand. They're dead to
Damn.
my brand. R.I.P. Gunther McGirder, though.
Yeah.
Jinder Mahal getting the 4-star victory over the Sandman. The rivalry pushes out to level 4. In the Fatal 4-Way, Dakota Kai gets the victory. She will represent ECW at bragging rights. Again, for the other two gentlemen, it'll be a women's champion, but since I don't have a women's champion, I usually find some way, and Dakota Kai going to step up and be that representative. Her feud with Katana Chance goes to level 3 in the process. Caden Carter and Sally Steamroller both injured 5 weeks and 3 weeks, respectively. Rey Mysterio wins the Fatal 4-Way, getting the victory after Stacks gets distracted. Rey Mysterio able to get it done. And the feud between Dude Love and Dominik Mysterio of the TV title goes to level 3 in the process. Main event, Mankind will be in the Elimination Chamber at bragging rights, being joined by either Brooks Jensen or Stacks Lorenzo, winner of that Hell in a Cell match at the pay-per-view. Rivalry between Eddie Guerrero and Scott Steiner also in this match goes to level 2, 3.5 stars there. And then on the cost side of things, Brooks Jensen gets the feud to level 4 with Stacks ahead of that contest. For Smack Dilly Down, 3 stars, Hurricane. He's a hero for all of us so far, and he's 2-0 to kick it off. Rivalry between he and Logan Paul up to level 2. Roman Reigns takes down Hulk Hogan in a 2-star match as the gentleman debut on SmackDown. Well, Hogan re-debuts in a way. Trish Stratus, with the help of General Manager Xavier Woods, able to end her losing streak and get a victory over Ava Moreno. And in the main event, some miscommunication, some issues potentially going on right now between Kevin Owens, the Universal Champ, and his bodyguard, Ken Shamrock. It allows Kurt Angle to get the 3-star victory. Angle and Shamrock also level 2. Nick Nosedive, just speechless at how much he brought to the table. And then on the cost side of things, Booker T starting a feud with JBL over some gas money. Watch out. That could end up being one of the best feuds in CodyVerse because that's how it works for us. And then the Dudleys call out into Sheer, pushing the rivalry to level 4 ahead of the pay-per-view. For WCW, The Rock debuts and gets a victory, taking down Undertaker and Triton in a 3-star triple threat. John Cena, ahead of his match with The Undertaker, gets a win, or potential match with The Undertaker, I should say, gets a win over Stardust. 2 stars, Rhea Ripley continues her winning ways, 1.5 stars in triple threat over Clubberella and Zoe Stark. Clubberella enters a feud with Rhea Ripley in the process. And then a fantastic main event on WCW. Bayley gets that WCW Women's Champion, and we just talked about the implications of bragging rights. As of right now, Bayley would be that WCW representative. Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey. I always hate that it shows the same feud twice. I don't think their feud moved, but Bayley and Quinn B go to level 2. On the call side of things, Batista and Austin stay level 3. Uncle Howdy's feud with Triton gets to level 2. And then finally for AI Raw, Natalya, 4-star victory, takes the Women's Championship away from Asuka. Fallon Henley falls to Indy Hartwell after Sassy Molassie runs in, 3 stars. 2.5 stars, Finn Balor over Julius Creed, 1/2 of J&J Security and the Creed Brothers. But then Josh Briggs and Tommaso Ciampa left their respective tag teams, joined up together, and take down Honky Tonk Man and Karrion Kross in a tornado tag to become the new tag champs. And MVP and Luke Gallows stay level 4. For the scores, 112 rating score for WCW. They're going to get 29,000 fans, $179,000. For AI Raw, wow, 123. That main event, I guess the opener was good too. 44,000 fans for them, $100,000. But again, did not get all their trophies last year. So no matter what they do, they're not going to catch us. So I haven't even looked at what their full fan count is. I think we're still ahead though. Tommaso Ciampa and Josh Briggs do have chemistry as a tag team. On ECW, we get a 120 rating score. We get 43,000 fans, $162,000. And then on Smack Diddly Down, a 112 rating score, 28,000 fans, and $178,000. WCW gets a to the moon card for the seasonal challenge, Inspiring Loyalty. So that is, I assume, keeping promises.
That's all I do, baby.
That's all I do.
Most promises fulfilled last year was you.
It was.
ECW gets Get Schooled 3 for our commissioner goal. Ooh. Rising Stars. That's the combined popularity gains. And Canada now with a veto champ. And there you see the standings. So Canada is up 56,000 fans on me. I am up 41,000 fans on Cheek. And then, yeah, to confirm, Teddy not only had one less trophy, but over 1 million fans behind, or excuse me, over 100,000 fans behind all of us. There it is. Hell in a Cell. Kick off my emails here. So, Shinsuke Nakamura, have any matches while the fans are starting to forget about me? I want a match on the next show. Oh, buddy. Do you have a match on the next show?
Oh, boy.
Sure. The way he said you get the crowd riled up, I'm like, wait, is that a promo? But then it says, how about cutting a promo right there? So, yeah, that's an easy promise to fulfill. So that kind of works because if he wins, his morale goes up. Because I've fulfilled the promise. Sandman's contract is up. So we're not going to renew that.
No. Bye.
Now, obviously, there is a scenario where he wins this match, and I could have kept him, but stamina's super low. His morale's not great. So even if he wins, he probably wouldn't be sticking around. Ray cheated me in that last match. I want a rematch in the next 2 weeks, which is fine. We can have Ray and Stacks compete in a match after the pay-per-view. Just got to make sure I remember to fulfill it. And Stacks is smiling with teeth, which we love to see. But you guys don't get to see the Hell in a Cell booking now. I'll give my rundown here. And I'm just going to say, across the board, super excited. This was a very chaotic episode for us. We had a lot of signing chaos, brand chaos. I'm sending 3 people on my roster into exile after Hell in a Cell. I mean, this is one of those episodes, like, if you're this far in, you should be subscribed. But take a look if you're not. Like, you need to be here for Hell in a Cell. You need to be in the premiere for Hell in a Cell, all right? It is going to be an unbelievable show. You know what? I'm writing it down right now. We're gifting 5 memberships during the Hell in a Cell premiere. I'm writing this down. Gift during Hell in a Cell. Yeah. Which means that they're going to get early access to future content. They're going to be able to watch a Royal Rumble alongside us with our Royal Rumble watch along. That poll has, at this point, will have already been completed. We just don't know what one it is at the time because we're recording a little ahead. But during the Hell in a Cell premiere, we're gifting 5 memberships. It's going to be awesome. And I feel good about my show. I think we had a really good show right there. Obviously, I'm getting a little more aggressive. We got 2 people injured this week. So I got to be careful. I've definitely overspent on the money side as well. But look, sometimes the heart wants what the heart wants, and I needed Scott Steiner. If I lose because I signed Scott Steiner, I would take that loss 100 times out of 100. I'm excited to see how the pay-per-view shakes up. I'm curious if, I don't know, who knows. 3 casket matches, it might tank me since it's the same match type over and over.
I don't know.
Yeah. But we're gonna try it. We get a fan boost for it. And I don't know. I thought story-wise, I've been kind of building towards that for a while. I had this idea a bit back. Wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not. Decided to go ahead and do it. We're using the Ted DiBiase card, so they're going to be free to book anyway. So we'll kind of see. And then we'll hope that the Stacks match with Brooks and then the tag title match are good matches go alongside it. So I'm excited to see my card. Cheek, I'm going to go to you. I'm going to let Kanda talk about his last week at Chaos last because that was the best type of anarchy. Cheek, for you, your long-awaited search for The Rock has finally come to fruition. You've got the guys building up. You're getting a little depth at men's division to help you out. How does WCW feel going into Hell in a Cell?
I feel as good as I can. We have money in the bank. We have multiple high-level rivalries ready to come to a conclusion. And like you said, we add great star power with The Rock. It's nothing compared to Nick Nosedive.
Yeah, no.
But but
Nicky.
there's nothing you could do about that. You just signed one of the greats of all time. but I just signed The Rock, which is basically a jobber at this point compared to him. But for real though, I am stoked to have The Rock back. That opens the door for a plethora of other potential avenues I could go down. It just gives me flexibility with storylines and rivalries. So very excited. And I mean, after the Nick Nosedive signing, I'm pretty much cemented at best getting second place. So
Yeah.
I'm just going full send for the rest of this season on the entertainment side, on the storyline side of things. We're just going to have fun on WCW.
Yeah, that's actually how I was gonna segue to Canada. I was gonna be like, hey Canada, how's it feel to lock up first place with your signing of Nick Nosedive? So Canada, take it away.
I literally was going to say I made 4 signings this week, and I definitely made 5 with the addition.
Yeah,
of
you
Nick
did.
Nosedive.
You basically had your moment like I had earlier in the year when I was trying to get Mankind, and then I'm like, oh my god, all these people are awesome.
Yeah, I just had to do it. I had to pull the trigger. It helps me out for bragging rights. And if Nick Nosedive somehow ends this 2K24 season as champion, I'm just going to Gunther McGregor myself. I don't know what to tell you.
Damn.
I know. No, but on the fan side of things, I know I've slipped my lead a little bit because of the chaos that just happened there. I think I had the lowest fan gain this last week because we didn't have a title match at all. We had to ham fist 2 heels and a face in that main event, which is not the good thing to do apparently. And but you know what? We're going into backlash. We're going into Hell in the Cell feeling funky. So I'm excited to watch. I don't even know what match I'm going to watch yet, but I'm excited to watch it. That's all I know. We haven't watched a match in a while, so I'm pumped.
Yeah, no, it's been a minute since we've recorded a pay-per-view together. And as a reminder for everybody, we will each be watching one match from our shows. So strap in. Hell in a Cell. We've got a lot of big feuds, a lot of big stories happening right now. Going to be intense to see what we spectate, but I'm sure it is all going to deliver. And again, if you're in that live premiere, you're going to increase your odds of getting a gifted membership. We, in the last episode, put how to get it. Basically, if you click the join button, you're not going to get forced to join right away. There's a settings gear that you can check from there. Make sure you have the ability to accept gifting turned on. If you don't have that turned on, you're not gonna be able to get it. But hopefully we see you in the premiere. If we don't see you in the premiere, hopefully you enjoy Hell in a Cell when it comes around. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. We are bringing nothing but heat in the final season of 2K24. And until the next one, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Nick Nosedive, the MVP for real. Toodles.
Toodles.
Toodles.